What is up, everybody? Eric here from Distortastudio. Today we are taking a look at the Cassette 4-track color module. So this color module is inspired by the channel strip of a late 80s Tascam machine. This is giving you some of those characteristics you would find when tracking to a cassette tape or listening to a cassette tape. First, I'm going to show you how it sounds applied on every track of a session. I ran it 3 different ways, one at its lowest setting, one at 50%, and one at 75%. And then I'm going to show you how it sounds on individual channels. So let's get to it. First, we're going to start off with the raw audio. Then I'm going to show you how it sounded on each track at its lowest setting, 50%, and 75%. At 75%, it was way too much. Honestly, for me, I feel like this color module doesn't really shine when you apply it to each track as though you were tracking through it. That is more for like a console color, even though this is emulating a channel strip. I found it to be a little much at 50%. At its subtle setting, I still kind of didn't like it for the entire mix. I didn't like what it did to the drums. It made everything really sizzly. It tamed a lot of the high end, which can be very desirable, but I didn't really like how it sounded on an entire mix. On individual tracks, however, I think it can sound very cool, and when used sparingly, you can get some really cool effects and get things to pop out. Let's try it out on individual channels now. Let's try it out on... There's a lead guitar part. Let me get to it. Getting sizzly at 50%. Let's see how that sounds in the context of the mix. Tames some of that high end. It gives it a little bit of a different sound. It sounds kind of cool. Let's try it out on bass. Let's see how that sounds in the mix. I'll turn up the output. You can hear a lot more of that pluck of that string noise. All right, let's hear what it sounds like on snare drum. It really eats up the transient to boost it up. Let's see how that sounds in the mix. think it actually sounds pretty cool on the snare. Can be a cool effect sound. Let's try it out on kick. In my experience, I don't really like how it sounds on things that have a lot of low end, but for the sake of the video, we'll try it out. So I can already tell I'm going to need to boost the output since it's transient heavy. See how it sounds in the mix. Kind of interesting, actually. Let's try it out on the vocals.
We fought back to back so many times, but when it's me who needs you in my corner, it ends up with me in a lonely fight.
See how it sounds in the mix.
I'm always still right beside you. Fought back to back so many times, but when it's me who needs you in my corner, it ends up with me in a lonely fight. Lonely to the world.
Overall, I think the color module is very fun, although it's very niche in the way that I would probably use it. I can't really think of a bunch of situations that I would use it in. I would maybe use it in parallel with something to give it a different texture, but on its own, it's not one of my favorite color modules. So that is going to be the end of this video. In the comment section below, let me know what you liked, what you didn't like, and what you thought I could have done better. And I'll see you all in the next video.